Exercise 10.1, problem 7, solution. Okay. Draw the graph of y equal to x square plus x minus 12 and hence solve x square plus 2x plus 2. As I told you in the previous problem, I'm repeating it here. So if they've asked us to only solve this, it's very easy. You just write y equal to x square plus 2x plus 2 and draw the graph of that of the equation. You will get a curve or a parabola which will intersect at 2 points on the x-axis, and the x value of that intersecting points is a solution. But they have given us a graph. They say there is a graph. You have to use this to solve this. So what we need to do, we'll have to write this equation using this or in terms of this. Okay. And as I've been telling you previously, sorry about this, as I've been telling previously, we have two methods. One is a substitution, the other one is the addition method. So let me do it with a substitution. So in the substitution, you write this equation. This equation needs to be written in terms of this, right? So this can be written as, write this equation. Okay, let me just extend this. Okay, so basically you write this equation here. And this is the equation which needs to be transformed, right? Now compare this with this. So x square and x square are here, nothing to worry. Here you have 2x and you have x. So add one more x. Okay. Then you have 2 and here you have minus 12. So add 14 to it. So 14 minus 12 is 2. X plus x, 2x. X square is x square. So this function which we need to solve can be written this way. It's this, both are the same. There is nothing I've changed. I've only changed the order or changed little bit the terms and written this equation in terms of this. Now you see, but both is the same. Okay, that is a point which you'll have to understand clearly. So here this is nothing but y. So this can be written as y plus x plus 14 equal to 0. So that is what I've done here. I've replaced this with x, sorry, with y. So then it becomes y plus x plus 14, or y will be equal to minus x minus 14. So this equation now is written this way. You got it? So what did I say? We have to write this equation in terms of this. How do you do this? You just write this term, this equation straight away the right hand side here, and then keep comparing it with this equation which needs to be solved, and keep adding or subtracting terms. So as you can see, x square and x square are there, so nothing to worry. Here you have x, here you have 2x, so 1x is in shortfall, so add 1x. Okay, now x plus x becomes 2x. Now this is 2, you have minus 12, so add 14 to it. 14 minus 12 is 2. As you can see, both are the same. X square, x plus x, 2x. 14 minus 12 is 2. But only thing is that we are writing this equation in terms of this expression. And then replacing this with y, because this is equal to y. Then this will become y plus x plus 14 equal to 0, which is y equal to minus x minus 14. So basically, we have got this equation in terms of y. So this next is the, okay, actually this is method 1 and this is 2. Subtraction method. So write y equal to x square plus x minus 12 and the equation, given equation, and then the equation which needs to be solved, but write it as 0 in the left hand side and the expression on the right hand side. Then you subtract. So what will happen? Y minus 0 is y, and x square minus x square, this will cancel off. Okay, and x minus 2x. So x minus 2x is minus x. Minus 12 minus into plus is minus, right? So this is a minus sign. So minus 2 plus is minus. So minus 12 minus 2 will be minus 14. So this is the equation. So as you can see, both are the same, right? Now we have expressed this equation in terms of this. Right, now what is next? We'll have to draw a graph of this and this straight line. This is a straight line, and those two will intersect, and the intersecting points will give you the x value of the intersecting points will give you the solution. But before that, let's try the roots algebraically for us to find the range of the x-axis, right? So this is the equation. So x square plus 2x plus 2. Please don't find solution of this. This is not what you want to find. This is given. This is the root, the solution you want to find. So you'll have to use this equation and not this equation. So okay. So x square plus 2x plus 2 comes over here. A is 1, B is 2, C is 2. Right? So use our formula method, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So b is 2. So minus 2 plus or minus b square 2 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 2 divided by 2 into a is 1. So this will become minus 2 plus or minus 2 squares is 4 and this is 4 2s are 8. So 4 minus 8 is minus 4 divided by 2. Can a square root be negative? It cannot be negative, right? So this is roots are, you don't have a real root. So if you remember, when b square is negative, you don't have real roots. So which means there is no real root for this equation, or other words, these two will not intersect at all, or these two will not intersect. Okay, keep that in the mind. So we can go with our normal range of x, which is minus 3, right? Okay, here I've done, oh, I missed this. So I've taken it as, just to play it safe, I've taken it as minus 4 to 4. Okay, the x is ranging from minus 4 to 4, and for the straight line as usual, minus 2 to 2. Okay, now you find this is x square comes here, x comes here, and minus 12 comes here. Minus 12 is a constant, so you can fill all the cells with minus 12. Now let's do minus 4 square is 16, minus 3 square is 9, minus 2 square is 4, minus 1 square is 1, 0 square is 1. So that way you can complete this remaining cells. And x is the same, right? So you can write the same value here. Minus 4 comes down here, minus 3 comes down as it is minus 3. Minus 2 comes down as it is, minus 1 comes down as it is, and goes on. Right, minus 12 is a constant. Now y equal to x square plus x minus 12, which means we'll have to add these three to get the value of y. So 16 plus, so 16 plus into minus is minus, right? 16 minus 14 minus 12. So minus 12 minus 4 is 16, 16 minus 16 is 0. This is minus 3 minus 12 is minus 15. So 9 minus 15 is minus 6. Minus 2 minus 12 is minus 14. 4 minus 14 is minus 10. 1, this is minus 1 minus 12 is minus 13. 1 minus 13 is minus 12. So that way you can fill up the remaining cells. Now we'll have to collect all the points. What are the points? X, Y values, right? 4 minus 4 and 0, minus 3 and minus 6, minus 2 and minus 10, minus 1 and minus 12. Like that you can collect all the points and list it out as I've done here. So these are the points with which the curve can be drawn. Now next we'll have to repeat that same for the straight line, y equal to minus x minus 14. So x values are given, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and we want minus x, right? So minus x comes here, minus 14 comes here, and you can fill up all these values with minus 14 because it's a constant. So what is x is minus 2. Minus x is, we'll have to add a negative value to it and write it. When you add a negative value, negative will become positive, positive will become negative. So this is minus 2, it will become 2. Minus 1 will become 1. 0 will come down as it is. 1 will become minus 1. 2 will become minus 2. Right? If it is plus, it will become minus. If it is minus, it will become plus. Now minus 14 is there all the place. So you want to find y equal to minus x minus 14, right? So you need to add these two. So 2 minus 14 minus 12, 1 minus 14 minus 13, 0 minus 14 minus 14. It goes on like that. Okay, and you collect all the points, minus 2 minus 12, minus 1 minus 13, 0, 14, right? And you collect all the points and list it out. Now we have got the points for the straight line also. What is next? We'll have to find the scale. To find the scale, we'll have to find what is the x minimum. Minimum here is 2, maximum is 2. But in this case, minimum is minus 4 and maximum is 4. So let's take this because it covers this range also. So maximum minus minimum is 4 minus minus 4. So it will become 4 plus 4, 8. 8 is okay. So we can take 8 centimeters. So 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. So we need only 8 centimeters. So it is possible, right? So we'll take x-axis scale as 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now coming to y. Y, what is a minimum here? Minimum is minus 12. Maximum is 8 here. What about here? Minimum is minus 16. Maximum is minus 12. So this is the minimum for both the cases. And this is the maximum. So 8 minus minus 16, maximum minus minimum. So 8 minus minus 16 will become 8 plus 16, 24. 24 you cannot accommodate with 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. So scale of y-axis must be 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. You got it? Now we got the scale also fixed. And what should be the range? Range of x is minus 4 to 4. So we'll have it as in the scale minus 6 to 6. Y value negative, yes, you have negative up to minus 16, positive up to 8. So we'll have to have negative minus 20 and probably 12 to in the positive side of the y. Okay. With that in mind, let's see it here. So okay. So 0 to 14 on the y-axis, 0 to minus 20 on the negative side. Similarly, 0 to 6 on the positive side of x and 0 to minus 6 on the negative side of x. And here 1 centimeter is taken as 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Every column, okay, every line actually represents 1 centimeter. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6. But here this is 1 centimeter here. So which means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it goes on like that. The negative side 0, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, it goes down like that. Okay, so you've written your scale, you have marked your y-axis and x-axis and labeled them, right, written the units, everything is done. Now we'll have to start plotting the points. So first point, minus 4 minus, 0, x is equal to minus 4, fine, and y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means it's a point on the x-axis. So this is the point. Next, let's take this. X is equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 10. X is equal to minus 2. Y is equal to minus 10. So you come down from minus 2, go left from minus 10, they will intersect at one point. So this is minus 2, 10. Now let's take another problem. 4 and 8. X is equal to 4. Y is equal to 8. Go horizontally right from this point 8 and go vertically up from 4. They will intersect one point. That is the point. Like that, you mark all the other points and then connect them by a straight line, but very thin and very light, right? And after that, using that straight line as a guide, connect all the points and form a smooth curve using a free hand. Okay, and then write the equation here of this curve. Next, we'll go to the straight line. Straight line is minus 12. Okay. Right. The straight line is minus 2 minus 12. X is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 12, right? So this is a point. So from here you go and from here come down. So this is a point. Let's take another point. 2 and minus 16. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 16. Here we go. So go horizontally on the right and come down vertically. They will intersect at one point. That is 2 minus 16. So join, or similarly plot all the points and connect them in a straight line. Join them, you will form a straight line. And the equation of the straight line, write it here. Now you see, if there is some mistake in your calculation, some 1 or 2 that wrong point will not fall on the straight line. Similarly, if 1 or 2 points are wrong in your curve, they will not fall on the smooth curve. You won't form a smooth curve. You can see this curve is so smooth. So which means all the points are right. The same goes for the straight line. But key, these two do not intersect. See the gap? So they do not intersect at all, which means there is no root at all for this equation. So the equation does not have a real root. Okay, so that's the point. There are no points of intersection of the line and the parabola. Thus, x square minus 2x minus 15 equal to 0 has no real roots. That's the important point. Only if they intersect each other, you will get a real root. And as you would have seen earlier, you see the b square minus 4ac, you get negative in the b square minus 4ac. You get, now you have to get equal to 0 or greater than 0. If it is minus negative, you don't have any real root. You have imaginary roots. So that is why the curves are not intersecting with each other. Okay. So I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.